Aries, what's good? I'm your wild and free high priest. This is your message for the new moon in Scorpio, so this may resonate with you for the next week following the new moon, for the 28 days following the new moon in Scorpio, or 9.5 months, or 2.5 months, or all of the above. Once again, this is a message for the Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising Collective. Regardless of your natal placement, this may resonate with you. I strongly suggest you take only what does and leave the rest to the rest. Hit like if it does resonate with you. Leave me a comment. We'd love to hear from you. And yes, share this with other Aries folk or anyone that you think may enjoy the message. Hit like if you just want to support me. I ask our guides of the highest, most brilliant, divine white light protect you, me, and us as I channel and interpret for your Aries divinity. Thank you, Aries. I just want to keep the horoscope aspect quick, short. Like, I don't think you want to give much. You're tired in the mind. You don't want to be suppressed. You don't want to. It's not about like impatience. This is me describing like the vibration and your mentality, and it's okay. Like I want to assert that it's about clearing it out, like going to the dumpster over and over because you're just throwing a bunch of stuff out. You're getting rid of a lot. You may have been doing this already anyway. Now it becomes spiritual, and while I have maintain the message of like candle magic or meditating with the flame, for you that can be significant, like to remove and to continue to remove spiritual impurity, energetic impurity from your auric and ka bodies, okay? But also more so what I mean is that I want to apply the guidance to receive spiritual cleansing from water spirits. So connecting with water spirits as you see fit, or cleansing through use of water, or maybe even like drinking lots of water. hydrate. Again, this can be confirmation for you, but your spiritual clarity is, there's like an upgrade. Your spiritual connection is much deeper than what it was, or your spiritual practices become very significant. Whatever, you could have a feeling of loneliness or experience loneliness in alone time, or just the feeling of loneliness, and that is your confirmation that you are that you have done a lot of processing and transmutation of past life, meaning childhood issues. So you've worked through a lot of that, whether psychologically, spiritually. I hope and I honor it, psychological and spiritual, okay? Because that's what it takes. That's what we're here for. And I know not everyone likes to consider that when it comes to tarot, but tarot is very much like a evolving archetypal spiritual and psychological force, okay? As such, as you are transformative, and you're seeing your transformative power when it comes to relationships. Do not fear this power and do not be consumed by it. It is leading you to new spaces, places, and new faces, okay? Yes, water cleansing. There's a truth that you are about your power, where you once felt small, okay? So this can also bring up the effect or reaction and the feeling of loneliness because of like you recognizing. So maybe what I want to say is like, instead of feeling like you let yourself down because you weren't operating in this manner, in your true power, in that essence, see it more like you've had to come to the culmination to experience what you're experiencing now, which is more so put your mind, put your body, allow yourself to feel the power, and then make sure that you're not consumed by it. Thank you to our wonderful spiritual guides. One Sacred Symbols Oracle message for the Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising Collective for their new moon in Scorpio for the latter half of November. Fire, transmute 44 and 27. Okay. Yes, what you've done, if you've been getting rid of a lot in your space and also in your energetic ka and auric body, you're doing the right thing. Okay, so again, the feeling of loneliness and feeling alone, it could be real, it could be raw, but that's part of the process. And so maybe then I can attune the message more to like, yeah, maybe you do want to talk to someone about that, like to move through a lot, to move that energy out. Okay, so that you can focus and center on what's coming now. Like you have found a truth, a secret to this spiritual aspect of you. And you're being like whisked away and you're very yoked, Y-O-K-E. You're powerful enough to receive this transmutative power and to allow it to consume you and to override anything that holds you back or that is an obstacle or impediment as you embark on this like powerful new beginning, powerful new path, powerful new part of the path. Okay, one animal spirit for the Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising Collective for their new moon in Scorpio. Thank you so much. This message applies for the latter half of November for the Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising Collective. Okay, Lamb, meditate. Scorpion, the truth. Fire, Lizard, you may again feel like you're doing this alone, even if you are in a partnership. The Turtle, you are experiencing that dualistic, the in-between, the timelines, okay? Going from dry, parched land into this immersive, emotional new beginning, a new beginning that is so overtakes your emotions. And so again, it's more so move the mind, move your thought vibration away from the overwhelming emotions and how they can make you feel left out or make you feel without or make you feel like, what did I do? Why did I get rid of all that? Why did I decide to get rid of all of it? Well, there's a lot of truth in how you feel, but also there's a lot of power in you allowing those emotions to flow and to go and to be released so that you can then rise to the surface, float back up. Okay. Do you have almost every element here? Well, we're missing the earth, but no, isn't the lamb earth? The lamb is earth and the turtle is water and earth. Okay. The lamb is your meditation. Again, this could be significant to you if you've cleared away a lot of that childhood mistrust from childhood, okay? Or misplaced anger. Here's the bear. You're coming to manifest a lot and you possess wisdom and power. You are not liked by many, and that's fine. You don't fear that. You don't have any like issues with that because you are not playing small anymore. That's a clear resounding message here, is that you're not on this plane on this earth to be small. You come with this protective shell and you're realizing that. Again, it could feel lonely, proverbial, symbolic. It could feel lonely at the top, but keep going, Aries. In you we trust. Okay? You trust in this power of God and the truth. There is God in the truth, okay? Regardless of whether you believe in a God, okay, or gods or goddesses. Thank you so much to the Aries Sun and Rising Collective. Holy moly, maiden. Okay, yeah, you're like, you're getting inspired. This is building momentum within you, and you're realizing you're not that person anymore. Maybe others now see it. Look, the queen. Okay, 3 archetypes for the Aries Sun and Rising Collective for the new moon in Scorpio for their latter half of November. The Judge, 14. You've been very partial. You've been very determined. You're like, did I do the right thing? Okay. Yes. This is that beautiful storm that needed to come in to wash away a lot. Okay. It's very, the spiritual cleansing with water is very significant here. 47. Okay. It's like 7-year cycle. It's the coming out of a 7-year cycle. So either your relationship, you're moving on from a partnership, or your relationship is being strengthened in a partnership. Okay, you've made it through the toughest point that was challenging to experience, and you could still be feeling the fallout or the debris, the dust is still settling, but you have made the right decision regardless of the decision that you have made, whether to stay or to go. You have made the right one, okay, for you and for your partner. The womb. Yes, this is where you're at. This is you regaining trust in yourself, access to courage, okay? Emboldened, enlightened with courage and power to trust in the new, what may seem like the new direction, but this is the direction that you've been on. This is the path that you've been on. It is just cleared away. Like the storm, the water has like cleared away a lot, and maybe it's up to you to clear away the debris, but that's the process. Okay, that could be the process, that could be the hard labor, that could be you repolishing, reshining. The patina is showing. Okay, the the copper, so the Empress is here. Maybe it's just for me to tell you to enjoy the sweetness, the richness in whatever you may enjoy. It's not about me telling you, giving you anything about nutrition, but maybe nutrition and diet is really like at the forefront of your mind, and this is all part of that spiritual contingency, like the plan, so you can feel it, so you can feel good. The dead end. 40. What is the womb? 41. Okay, so you could be in your 40s. You could be coming into that new 7-year cycle. A new romantic cycle begins. Okay, the new moon in Libra is very positively affirmed in this message. Okay. But that's over. And maybe you experienced this in the last 2 years, right? The last 2.5 years have been like this storm, and now you see it for the beauty that is contained with it, and the power of spiritual cleansing with the water spirits, okay? Like the turtle and the fire. It's like a purifying, cleansing aspect of water. A lot of Mars here. I mean, you are Aries. A lot of the Tower. That is Mars. Page of Wands. Okay, so go back and listen to the Pisces message, or you could have Pisces aspects, or a Pisces is just significant in your life with the Prince of Cups and a Scorpio, right? A Scorpio is significant in your life as well. They could be experiencing this transformation alongside you, or they notice you are, or they've been a part of the trigger, or what triggers you, whether good or bad. Okay, 10 card spread for Aries, Sun, and Rising for the new moon in Scorpio for the latter half of November. The Page of Wands, the Princess of Wands. Okay, the fiery. This is all transformation. Okay, you are rising to the top. I'm so sorry, I'm burping. The High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. The Moon, the Pisces. The Moon, the Pisces. Here's Jupiter. Be more enthusiastic about the fact that you let go of what you can't control. You relinquished a lot of that struggle. Again, the feeling of being young again, the feeling of youth. Okay, so that's you. In the moment this is what I'm saying, don't be consumed by the power that you possess, being enlightened to the power that you possess, but you are very determined to get through whatever you're experiencing. The Devil card, number 15, you are coming out of the wild, out of the rushedness, out of the rush, okay? You are letting go again of that which never possess you, but that you may have allowed to possess you. And again, that could feel bad, that could feel wrong, that could make you feel out of sorts. That could be what makes you feel lonely, is that you were never truly attached and tied to this, and now you recognize that, and so you've also let it go, and now you truly recognize that you've turned your back on this Capricorn, okay, or this relationship, or this way of working, or this way of doing, or this behavior, or anguish, okay, or you're moving on, a new job, a new career, or a new job. Holy moly, you have the power to do it, you have the strength to do it. You've healed from an obsession and addiction, okay? You've cut that out from overwhelming consumption of something, okay, we are here. The Hermit, again, the feeling of being alone. You maybe feel you've had to do this alone, but right now that is just significant for you to enjoy the time being. It is more so I'm being guided to tell you that this is your brand spanking new beginning, and the challenge is like accepting this so then you can rejoin, like come back into, but maybe it's also good for you to get rest and for you to actually contain this in somehow, some way, enjoy this period before the new comes in, before the rush of all this new excitement, and also enjoy your new connection to spirit. Maybe you are actually really new to spiritual rituals and spirituality in general, but this Virgo, in the last 2 months, the last 2 years have been really like poignant, really important for you. Okay. Yes, you've healed an aspect of the mind, maybe even something that clouds the mind, like substances, or that like obsessive tendency. You can still work on what you've been working for, what you want. Okay, Aquarius, the next 2 months, the next 2 months are very significant. The last 2 years were very life altering. The next 2 years are the coming together, the like weaving, the the love flows now. Prince of Cups, okay? So yeah, you're not without this emotional aspect and this spiritual aspect, so spiritual and psychological threading, understanding of how you cannot suppress how you feel and you cannot numb out. It's no longer about numbing out to the feeling, it's about allowing feelings to process and to be transmuted. Till we start the message that way, okay? Well, you could have now come to a point where you're feeling you understand you can receive and be in satisfaction through a new way of doing. Okay, you don't have to be in overconsumption and overdoing. 9 of Cups. Okay, emotions don't have to be so overwhelming that you now have to take on practices or behaviors that suppress your moods and vibrations. It's about allowing them to flow. Okay, Jupiter in Pisces. It's about you feeling good, you being healthy. Okay, it's hard work. You actually have done it. You're doing it. Okay. Or it could be also that a Scorpio is helping you through this. Or maybe just the aspects of Scorpio. There's a healing partnership. Okay. It's like you're also leaving a job behind or work behind or a way of working. Okay. Or you're healing your relationship with money. This is Saturn, baby, all right? Okay. Show is karma. Okay. You can no longer count yourself out. Okay, Aries? No more, no mas. This is powerful. You're going from Princess of Wands to this. You're seeing the truth of it and you're getting on the ride. You are healing those aspects of yourself that drain you, where your energy is drained, okay? And there's a lot to learn. There's a lot of takeaway from a relationship. 9 of Wands, okay? Saturn in Pisces is really affecting you. And Saturn in Aries as well, right? It's been like between both of them as it finally, like in the spring, or right before the spring, at the end of winter, it'll finally embark fully into Aries. Okay, so prepare for that. You are preparing for that. You are preparing to take the leadership role in your life where you haven't felt like you were before. And this is a happy new beginning with you, with yourself, okay? The Lovers, Gemini, this is an appreciation. And then here's that Prince of Wands with the Ace of Cups. So Aries, around you, there's a new relationship as well. That's coming together. That's coming to fruition. And you might be afraid of this love. Okay, it's a sanctuary of love, baby. Don't fear it, or you hope it's real, right? Do you have the courage and the will to see this through, as frustrated as the relationship has been, to want to see it rise to the next level? Are you ready? Are you and your partner ready? Or are you ready for this new partnership? Can you willfully, courageously, with the power of God, God is here with you. God is saying, make the right choice, right? There's a good choice around you. And it's like, here's the Prince of Wands. You want to go from princess to knight to prince. You want to solidify this, make it really, truly real and authentic, okay? So the hope for it is good. The fear of it is not good. And there's fear here. Maybe you fear that this is the end of what brought you to healing. You could fear that this is what takes you away from healing. This could be what clouds your mind, but it's like maybe this is what comes in, and it's you allowing it to come in, you releasing and relinquishing control of how it comes in. Okay. So that you see how good it is for you, or you're able to make the right decision surrounding that relationship. Okay. Wow. I love that. Look, it's fast, it's furious. There's a lot to say about communication. There's a lot to say about working on it and allowing it to not overwhelm and consume the mind, or this could just be the timing in which this is finally coming to fruition and it's finally happening for you. The Eight of Wands, Mercury and Sagittarius, it's that revise, review, revise, okay? Recommit, a recommitment. Ace of Wands and Eight of Discs, Sun in Virgo. Yeah, there's the next, it's like a full cycle, the next year is just full of love and inspiration for you. It's a spiritual gift, because you are well connected. Wow. You've also got me in this like whirl, like in your mind, there's a whirliness. Okay. Let's see. Who's this Prince of Swords? Who's this Prince of Cups? Who's this Knight of Wands? Wow. We're going there. Okay. Look. Okay, this is new. You're coming into single, or this healing of your independence, the way you take charge. You're committing to it in a new manner. And this has a lot to do with the mind, or you, in this timing right now that you've done a lot of mental processing and clarifying mentally, becoming very willful to not self-sabotage, right? To work on that self-sabotage behaviors, self-sabotaging behaviors. You've healed a lot of that. Pisces, Aquarius. This could be an Aquarius or someone with Aquarius placements that wants to take you from being single to this commitment or a victory in love. Six of Wands, okay. Jupiter in Leo, Knight of Cups, Pisces, Aquarius, coming out of the dark. Maybe they are coming out of that and they're newly single, or they're single, or yes, there's been a divorce that's happened to them or to you. Who's the Prince of Cups? Okay, look, there's a Prince of Cups. Okay, that's you. Scorpio and shadow aspect of Libra. Okay, so you're willing to see this commitment if it is worth. You've actually manifested this. 10 of Wands. This is your harvest. This is divine masculine, regardless of your gender or identity. This is something that is stable. It offers a form of stability, emotional stability, okay? And you've come out of a lot of woes and troubles, but you've cleared the karmic path to make way for this to come alive and become truly emotionally something that you want. And it's just kind of seeing your way through that, through false hope into real hope, real love, because this is in your hopes and fears, real love. Becoming less fearful about false love and becoming hopeful about real love. Prince of Cups, King of Cups. Scorpionic, fire and release. That's you, Aries, you're here. Okay. Who's this Knight of Wands? Wow, we're going in on these folks. Look, this is like, is it gonna work? Is it good? Yes. So it could be work that is good. It's working. It's gonna work, or it could be this partnership. It could in later. It could be a true marriage, a true partnership, like real love. Love it. Okay, right now you're questioning it, I know. Because maybe either you or them, or both of you, have to be released from a lot, from a previous partnership or from previous commitments. Or there's just a lot that needs to be, in this Mercury retrograde, there's a lot that needs to be cleaned up, right? 4 of Cups, Moon in Cancer. There's a lot of questioning here, right? Why is the 8 of Wands the outcome? Clarity on the 8 of Wands. There's a lot of time, space that needs to be cleared away. There's a lot of clarity needed before this comes to fruition. There's patience. The World card, it could seem like it's not meant to be, but there's that Knight, there's that Prince of Wands, the King of Wands. It's romance. Okay. It's seeing the commitment through. Okay. Here we are. 8 of Wands and the Empress. It's patiently awaiting, for patiently committing, persevering, and patiently continuously clearing out the muck. There's a lot in both of yours and theirs reality, and it's like it's changing. Look, the right direction, the right decision will be made anyway. Judgment, card 20, Pluto, Scorpio, and then the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo. This like happiness and romance. Here's 8 of Wands, Mercury in Sagittarius, Venus in Libra, Venus in Taurus, brand new restart, refresh. It's the Moon card on the brink, the World card about to come to be after what needed to be done away with, right? The devil, you were never really trapped. You recognize it, so you're on the brink of this new beginning in love. Aries, I honor you. All my love, all the light. I'll be back with more. Happy new moon in Scorpio. Don't forget to hit like. Feel free to share this with other Aries folk or other folks that you think may enjoy the message. Leave me a comment, hit like if you want to support me. You might as well subscribe if you're still here. I'll be back with more. Ciao.